Those poor
Hello.
unfortunate souls.
Hello, for unfortunate people. We're late, which isn't new, but we're late, and it's not for the typical computer reasons. Reasons we're not going into because they're frustrating. Got a new computer, so my technical difficulties are hopefully long in the past. We have pretty much everyone in the cast here. Misty is at work, so they can't actually contribute to much besides just randomly typing in Discord chat or saying something when they're on break. And last we left off, the group was in a military base, found some schematics for like cybernetics and whatnot. Tattertots played solitaire and triggered a bunch of ghouls and robots attacking everyone, and now they're in the firefight in the middle of the hallway. And taking it from the top, it is Barry's turn.
So let's start off by backing up a bit. Yeah, reset my AP. And after taking a move like that, I'm just going to spend 60 AP to apply a bandage to myself.
Is that your entire turn?
I'm going to put the remaining 15 into dodge. And that's my turn.
Alright, on to the spoiled potato.
Alright, I've got this one in front of me. What do you mean, interrupted? What the heck? Shoot it.
So, is anyone else seen that your connection to the server has been interrupted message?
Yeah, that does pop up every now and again.
Well, it popped up and I immediately hit reload. But I should be able to stop it. Nope, it's going. Alright. New computer should reload quickly.
Yeah, right now it's showing that I'm the only one in here.
And
I'll reload myself because why the fuck not?
Yeah. Technology. You shot at the ghoul. How many of your hits actually hit it?
Well, it looks like all of them, but I reloaded and they're all gone. So
just re-roll it then, because
3 of my bursts hit it for a total of 5 rounds. Ignore the first thing of roll. So 90 damage to the ghoul.
90 damage. As you let out a burst from your submachine gun, you see the ghoul being ripped to shreds before falling over dead.
Mary.
I remember it's just that ghouls don't have any freaking DT at all.
No,
So.
they tend to be very squishy.
They're basically meat bags. See memes. Scroll up a bit and you'll see what I'm talking about. Is that your entire turn, Mashed? But is that your turn, Mashed?
Is this thing working? Okay, there we go. Yeah, no, I'm gonna shoot at the robot here too. Because it annoys me. So 3 bullets hit it, although 1 is apparently a critical.
So you'd be rolling double damage for the critical.
So the non-critical. Two. 86 total.
Which one of those is the critical?
The last 2.
All right. Let me do math. Before I have this point to attack. All right. This very not happy Ponytron is going to make his way down to the ghoul and begin his firing. He'll take one shot with his Mew pistol as he walks up, and then a few hits with his hooves. And that is the Ponytron's turn. Apply damage as you see fit. Tattertot. It is your turn.
Okay. Is that just a cloud above 02 there?
That is Misty's cloud that they ride around on. I can't move it because of how big the token for zeros for Frostbite is.
Okay.
So I can't move
Well,
the cloud.
if it's just a cloud, then I can scoot over there. So I will first fill my AP back up. Move there. And then I will take 3 shots at the Ponytron. Assuming
Alright.
it can survive all 3.
Yeah.
1, that's a miss, but not a crit fail, so I didn't jam. Hit. And hit. Total of 77 damage, 4 separate hits, each hit ignoring 2d8. And that will be turn.
Alright, let me do math. Alright. He is not happy.
I should hope not.
But he is still alive. Frostbite's player is not currently in here, and they are an explosive expert, so they're going to dive into this room. And this dude is going to come up behind his friend. And him behind other friend. Alright, Barry, it is your turn.
I'm going to fall back a bit more, because... Yeah. Probably a good idea to put some distance in there. Okay, so... I'm hearing a little bit of an echo on someone's end.
It may be mine, I'm not sure.
Okay, I'll try to not let that distract me too much.
Yeah, that echo is coming from our GM.
Yeah, I've got the Roll20 full screen, so I can't really check that. I really wish I had a second monitor set up, or was able to do so, but that's a little something for later.
I'd say that the echo is my computer hearing itself, which is weird.
Yeah, I noticed an issue like that on an earlier recording for something else. Weird indeed.
I'll figure something out for it for future events.
Okay.
But I'd say it will be easier to just have my thing where I can still talk despite not being in Discord instead of hopping back and forth, because that's not fun.
Alrighty. Anyway, for these, I'm not assuming what's the difference between the opponent equivalent of a Protectron and a Sultron name-wise?
Ooh, I can actually show you the difference. The Sultron actually looks like a little Sweetie Belle.
Yeah, because I'm assuming this special colored guy isn't a Sultron.
Nope.
That is a
He
special
is-
Protectron.
He's a different type of Protectron.
Interesting. So, alright, that clears that up. And since I'm on his, what's the the closest equivalent to a headshot on these guys?
The
Same
sort
as
of
regular headshot.
the sort of dome thingamajigger on them is their head.
Yeah, because one thing I seem to notice with when I shoot Protectrons in Fallout is that for some reason I always seem to do more damage with body shots than I do with headshots.
Aim for the legs and then the arms, then they explode.
Okay.
If you have a good enough shotgun build and you can get rid of their legs and arms, then they can't move and so they just explode. Same with the Sultrons. And sentry bots.
Anyway, I'm just going to go and take some regular recharger rifle shots. Start off with the one with this one here.
All right.
So that's minus 20. .20 damage, ignores 2d/t.
All right. Let me look at his health. All right. He is still alive.
Another 20 AP. And fire 2. 18 damage, ignores 2d/t.
He is still alive. Albeit not in any good shape, but he's alive.
20 damage, ignores 2d/t.
still alive. And keeps getting worse.
Remaining 15 AP into dodge, and that's my turn.
Alright. Mashed potato. You're surrounded by robots that want to kill you.
Yeah, I think I should probably move. Here. Swig of the healing potion because I'm not feeling that great. And then I'm going to get. It still annoys me.
T1. Alright. 21.
Three more bullets? Or is that
He is still alive.
remaining bullets?
But another 2 shots should kill him. If you get good shots like you did last time.
Well, somebody else is gonna have to take those shots. I'm out of AP.
Alright. He is going to take pot shots at the things that have been attacking him. While yelling stuff about liberty and bowing to the princesses and stuff. Basically, yeah, what you expect a Protectron to be yelling.
We potato ponies object to be called a thing.
First one goes to Mashed, second one to Tatter Tots.
Well, he actually jammed on that first one.
Oh, well then. How much AP does it take to unjam?
Well, technically I'm glitching. I believe that's 30 AP. I'm verifying right now.
So the first one he jammed would need to spend 30 AP, which means he'd only be able to take one more shot. And that one more shot would go to Taratot, so ignore these 2 in the middle.
confirm 30 AP damage.
Yeah, I just found that. Okay, that's a hit for
That-
25. Ignores 2dt. If I just figure it's 27. Okay. Tater Tot did not like that.
Well, it's Taratot's turn, so.
My. Oh, the turns have tabled. Okay, I will shoot at him. A 1. Oh, I wish I had better crit. Is he still up after taking 44 damage?
Let's see.
2 hits of 22, each ignoring 2dt.
Let me do some math. Yes.
Oh, I'll shoot him again. Oh, that barely hit, but that would be a total of 42 damage. 2 separate hits of 25 and 17, each ignoring 2dt. If he's still up, I will shoot him a 3rd time. I'll just roll that 3rd attack. If he's still up, it's at him. If not, it'll be at the one behind him. Third attack for 39 damage. Are you still there, Jim?
Oh, my control turned off. Well, that's nice. Yes. The Protectron with fancy black and blue and bit of gold on him. It looks like he's gonna walk into the limelight with a shotgun ready.
Glad I moved away.
Ouch time.
Did that paste? Come on. There we go. He's going to shoot you once with burst fire.
Who's he shooting?
The mashed potato.
Oh, mashed potato's probably gonna die.
Oh yeah, mashed potato's dead.
Ignore that second one. That second one I didn't mean to roll. The first one just wasn't showing up. So, ignore the second one.
Well, hey,
Oh,
at
yeah,
least you
that's
play
it.
your. At least you play your
dead.
DT to all 3 of those.
And now he's gonna spend the rest of his turn ranting about liberty and stuff.
Dirty my ass.
And question: if Zero were to lob an explosive just past the big guy, would he be able to make a boom that would hit all of them, but not hit Mashed? Just
With the way explosives work, if they were to lob it in such a way, the ones near mashed would only be taking 25% damage, not the full amount.
It would also, due to chunky salsa rolls, because these walls would bounce the force a bit, so it would make the explosion a little bit bigger as well and probably hit him.
Hmm.
Okay, so hold on. Is this? Sorry to interrupt. Is this the combat shotgun? Is that 20?
The damage you took was 41, 46, and 40.
No, I'm just trying to figure out what ammo it has. Hey, I might be still alive. Unless it's firing something else.
No, it's firing the standard
Okay, so
that it comes with.
I might make it through this.
Question. What are the stats of an incendiary grenade?
I am looking that up right now.
And if it's too big of a blast, then we'll go with Molotovs. Whenever we get to Frostbite.
Yeah, because. All right. Question number 2: Would I be able to run up, grab Mashed, and drag him into the other room and start treating him?
Well, it'd be movement for 15 AP. Assuming you can carry him, that'd be 30 AP just to pick him up, and then another 15 to run into the other room.
Movement 15, strength check 30 to move him, and then 15 to treat.
Okay. I am PMing you the stats for a incendiary grenade right now on Discord, since you can get to those without
I can
crashing.
look at that now. Yeah. But in order to go up and grab him, you need to make the movement action, run over to him with the movement action, make a strength check to pick him up, and use 30 AP to run into the room, and then treat him. So
I'd have to use pretty much all my AP to do all that. But as long as I pass the strength check,
At least it won't be opposed.
yeah.
I suppose I can get any kind of benefit from Mash just in a kind of half-day state trying to cooperate with me.
Well, it is your turn, and there are a bunch of things over there.
You're not unconscious right now, are you, Mashed?
No, I'm still up and at it. A bit smarting. I forgot. Buckshot gives me triple TT.
Oh, was that?
Yeah, it was 20 gauge buckshot.
Yes. They are very fun.
So
They're great for crowd control.
So with Mash actually still being conscious somewhat, how would that affect that series of movements?
Pop can. Glass. Water bottle.
My suggestion is you go into the other room and ready an action to heal him when he runs in there. And then since he's immediately after you, he can use his AP.
Sorry,
All right.
I couldn't hear you over the background noise.
My suggestion is you run into the other room and ready an action to heal him when he comes in range.
Right.
And then on his turn, he runs in there, and then your ready action goes off.
Right. Alright then. In that case, Barry will... it's kind of hard to feel like I'm trying to fight over the background noise.
I'm sorry, my computer is worrying from like the fact it's a computer and has a fan in it, and I think that might be what's like over top of you. I'll turn like push to talk like off for a second. That way it's not off, but you know what I mean.
So it's not picking up on activity. Anyway, Barry will start to run inside the other room and yell to Mash, get in here! I'll heal you." And then ready and reserve the rest of her AP to ready a healing action for Mashed as soon as he comes into the door.
All right. With that, I go on to the next turn.
To do exactly that. Assuming I can get past the bat here.
I would recommend doing any attacks you want to do before you run. As long as you reserve 15 AP for movement, you can attack and then move.
Alright, I'm going to empty the magazine at
There's
the
crit.
shotgun here. One hit. One hit for 18 damage.
That first roll or first attack, you have 3 hits. Or 4 hits.
And I believe one of them is a critical.
Yeah,
Did I double click it?
you did.
Oh,
Your first attack roll was 37 for 14 damage. Then you had 6 for 21.
Okay, ignore the last one because the magazine is now empty.
And that's a rate of fire weapon, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. Rate of fires do have a thing where on one of the, whether it's an even or odd, you can actually hit with 2 bullets.
Yeah, it's even. I am hitting with 2 bullets, and odd, I'm hitting with.
Okay, well then, your critical has a second bullet that hit, so that's 2 bullets that would have hit with criticals. And then your 36 would have hit with 2 bullets. So you're nerfing yourself right now.
Well, I haven't figured out how to get that part in, so I'm just gonna roll I just roll the extra bullet until I figure out how to do that.
Oh, I can build you a quick macro for that if you want.
Awesome, thank you.
Alright, and I will just use this for... Okay.
This is why we love Tater Tot. He is the math master.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as these extra bullets, I'm just gonna go. Each one is in the first one goes the first extra blah blah. Unless the GM decides otherwise.
How are you doing it?
Okay, well, the way I have the macro set up right now, each attack roll, I have 1 damage with it. But sometimes I get to hit him with 2 bullets for each roll, so I need to roll the extra bullets individually. But so like the first extra bullet roll is going to go
All right.
even results.
After each critical roll, just put like this is critical or critical beneath it. That way you know which one is which. And because you're gonna roll a bit of damage.
Yep.
So yeah.
Well, if you want, I can calculate his damages for you real quick as well.
Thank you all for putting up with my noobishness.
They put up with me. You're a slight inconvenience.
For now.
Alright. That was a grand total of 143 damage you did over 6 separate hits. So it would apply its DT to that 6 times. Technically, it should be doing it to each separate damage, but I think the GM likes it better this way.
That he falls back into the room.
Sometimes I wonder how in this party I've not gone insane. Drink this down and it should heal up some of your pain.
Why do they always have to rhyme?
Gee, have you seen the time?
There we go.
Well, this Ponytron, he is unhappy.
I should hope so.
Oh, Barry. You could only reserve a single action.
I know, there was a little bit of lag where I pressed the button again.
Ah.
So just go with the go with the first one since that was the initial one. The healing potion. That healing potion should have healed healed Masher up 91 health.
Alright. There seems to be a bit of a lag in Roll20 today, because there's a bunch of duplicate rolls, so...
Mm-hmm.
It must be doing some updates or something.
Yeah. Well, not spoil potato pone. It is your turn.
Okay. Well, directly in front of me seems to be a still functional Protectron. And I'm assuming Misty's small enough that I can either shoot over or under her based on how she's flying. Or is she in my way?
She... -5 penalty.
I'm fine with that. And my macro will not.
If you miss, though,
represent
you're
that.
hitting the child.
My statement remains the same. A 1, a 2, a 3. Oh, that third one would have missed due to that penalty.
See? This is what happens whenever I give penalties. You hurt your allies.
Would I hit her with her dodge bonus is what...
That's fair. You didn't hit her.
because she is size -1, so she's extra small.
Size -1 plus like reserved dodges and all of the other stupid shit that she has. So yeah, she's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna say you singed the hair off of Pixie's tail.
That's fine. And I'm assuming I still missed that third one because of penalties, so...
Indeed.
Total of 89 damage to the Protectron, 4 separate hits, each ignoring 2dt. Subtracting
Alright.
ammo. Subtracting the action points. And then Tater Tot is going to, you know... Oh. Get out of the line of fire. Actually, how much movement was that? There, that's where he is. Turn is ended.
Alright. Misty is cuddle-sized according to Magical. And then there's some fighting words. Alright.
How convenient that word.
On to the next thing. Where the fuck are you losers? Alright, let me see what the stats are for this incendiary grenade whenever this Bat Pony holds it. Alright, this is something I always forget. If it's like just GM preference or whatnot. Is it thrown for a grenade or explosives for a grenade?
So, generally, explosive skill is used for anything that's set. Like a landmine or traps, claymores, things like that. And then for thrown explosives, it's usually up to the GM, but normally they allow the thrown skill for it because it's a thrown weapon.
I'm going to say either or depending on your higher skill, because I think that they have higher explosives. And that just makes more sense in my opinion.
Okay, then.
15 yards is 45 feet, right?
That is correct.
I think I'm doing that math right. That's the range that they can throw it. And their actual... Just give me a second to grab a random token and use it for like a effect area signal thingy-majigger to show how large this fire is.
No, that should be 40-some feet. In one direction.
It's an AoE of 10 feet. I was just looking at like the range that they can throw it from. But it's an AoE of 10, so how are you getting 40?
The way AoE weapons work, there's the square they land in. That's where you go the AoE 10 from. So, assuming where the arrow is starting here is where it lands. This is the AoE.
It lands
10.
right next to the dead ghoul that is farthest in the hallway.
Right next, so like right here.
Let me grab roll 20.
Yep. Okay. So, an AoE weapon. Yeah, there's a square it lands in. That anything in that square takes an extra 1d10 damage. AoE 10, so its first increment is 10 feet. So anything within 10 feet of this, not blocked by walls or anything, would take full damage of the dice rolled. Not counting that extra d10. Anything in the second increment, 15 to 20 feet, would take 75% of the damage rolled, not that additional d10. Then the next 10 takes 50, 25, and then nothing beyond that. That's how AoE weapons work.
Can you see that aura?
No. It's not set for players to see.
Alright, let me see how to do this. I remember being able to do this before. There we go.
Nope.
Save changes.
There we go.
Now I can see it.
Alright, so that's 10 and 20, and then there was another increment?
Yep.
30
Then there's
and 40.
30 and 40. Which, it looks like the only one that it will affect going this way would be Misty. Which, being small, doesn't help her with explosives.
Well, this is more of a fire-based thingy-majigger, and most people are indoors. So...
But Misty is not, is what I'm saying.
yeah, fun. Let me grab another dead ghoul and place on top of this one, and I'll use it for the 30 and 40 increment. We're in the thick of it now. She had, I believe, 25 AP left for like dodge purposes last time she left off.
Well, she didn't do anything on her last turn. I know, because I've had
Well, then
two
she'd have.
turns in combat.
Well, then I would say she'd be reserving all actions for dodge, so she'd have her maximum capability of dodging, which is
About half her AP, I believe.
Yeah, because if I'm not mistaken,
half-brave.
yeah, if I'm not mistaken, the max you can put into dodge is 3 times your agility.
That sounds correct.
I mostly know that because of another session that I'm going on, a certain test session. The character I play has 10 agility, so I can put a full 30 AP into dodge for her.
She has 39 in dodge for this explosive to try and escape its AoE. So, with that 39, yeah, I'd say she can get out of that, wouldn't you?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
In the future, I request that if we have any player character that you have to NPC in the middle of a combat, if they're going to be actively fighting, they should probably just kind of find cover and hunker down.
That's kind of how I figured it, which is why I had them move to the back, but I didn't expect big, giant explosion, so I didn't move them that far back.
Okay.
But everyone else is indoors, and fire is everywhere inside these circles outside.
Okay.
The place is on fire. Yay.
And it wasn't my fault.
Alright, so first roll increment of 10 feet.
We'll take
is
full damage from the dice rolled.
Which is 25. Turn order move. I need to measure things. So all the enemies take the maximum amount of damage.
All right.
Got it.
Then you don't have to do any more math, which is always nice.
Yeah. Fun. Math be defeated. They also take 8d10 fire damage every turn, and this is a turn, so...
For 3 rounds.
Uh-huh, yeah. Slash R. Save changes. Slash DR. Save change. Last but not least, this poor Ponytron that has been mutilated repeatedly.
And as a reminder, they would not apply their DT to the fire damage. Only fire resistance is applied.
I don't think the robots have fire resistance, nor do ghouls.
I don't think they do either.
No, we are quite flammable.
And squishy. And a few other things. I just had an epiphany, though. Okay, so let me see. What is that in terms of things and No, wait, it's behind a corner. Never mind, it doesn't get hit. And that ceiling turret is just barely outside the blast range. Yeah, that's the only math I have to do. Wait. What's the increment for the second to last radius?
Let's see. It goes full 75%, 50%, and then 25%. So second to last would be 25%. So to do the math for you, 25 times 0.25 would be a total of 6.25, so normally you'd round down with damage. Unless you hate them, then you round up.
Alright, thank you for that. You are a true lifesaver.
I probably just helped someone die, but...
You helped a ghoul die.
Oh, okay then.
And I'm gonna round up just because I want to be nice.
Okay.
Alright.
And now everything's on fire.
Yeah. Fun.
Perhaps to expect this one day I should learn, because I seem to be around ponies who love to see things burn.
My cooking's not that bad.
Somewhere in the afterlife, a certain unicorn is smiling at this.
He isn't dead yet. Still, life is still alive, and he is.
No, this is.
Yeah, he'd probably be smiling at this.
Well, this is my other character smiling. He's probably.
Oh well,
dead at
that's
this
fair.
point. If of old age, if nothing else.
Wow. Sadness.
He and his wife. I've had two lovely fools who are probably doing their own thing right now, or probably have their own fools that are doing their own thing right now. So, I think that they did that the two of them didn't have any regrets.
Hopefully those
It's official.
fools are made with their ponies.
Well, it's official. Captain's game is official canon for this game. Yay. Let me roll the 8d10 fire damage for this guy because it's his turn. Come on, dice. Just roll. 43. The very angry police robot is going to come up to the door that good great Bat Pony has thrown grenade from and start shooting.
Question, did the Bat Pony close the door after throwing the grenade? I hope they did.
The doors open automatically for the robots since this is their facility. But no, they didn't even close the door, so.
Oh.
Well, actually, no, they would have closed the door because, otherwise fire would have got in there. So yeah, they closed the door, but the doors open automatically, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
They are close quarters, so shotgun again. And bare hoof, because, yeah. Alright. Let's see. 43 times that by 2, that's 86. 49. And 94 with a crit fail. So shotgun jams. Doesn't really matter though, because that was the last shot anyways.
That crit.
Yeah.
86 before DT.
But it's buckshot, so it's triple DT.
Yes. That's still a lot of DT. Or a lot of damage.
So
That's a lot of damage. Alright. So that's triple DT for those. Alright, let's see. What is this DT? Alright. We are. Okay. How are they looking after that? No way I know if I need to do extensive math. Ooh, they're not looking good. All right, Fat Pony is not looking good. GR. Yeah. Fat Pony needs healed. They are at 23 health. And Ghoul, he's about to take slash roll 8d10. $48. All right. This Ghoul is almost dead.
I mentioned this in another similar type of situation, but does anyone else see the kind of start to envision these combat turrets playing out kind of like a round of XCOM?
Yeah. Yeah. That's how a lot of turn-based combat looks, yeah.
It's I've never played XCOM, but I think I get the gist that it takes forever. Is that right?
It can.
Plus, there's the whole point of sometimes we have a 95% hit chance, and you're up close and you still miss repeatedly. Sound
That's
familiar?
XCOM. That's XCOM, baby.
Alright. Ponytron's gonna walk in the room. He's gonna see Pony off in the corner, and he's gonna shoot twice with his immune pistol. and that damage goes to Tattertot.
I don't like that.
Now on to Mistay. I don't know how to play Alicorns, which is the whole entire reason that I haven't been doing much. If I knew how to play an Alicorn better and do spells and things, I would have her rolling like snowballs and throwing snowballs at people. But I don't know how to do that.
Yeah,
I'll learn that by next.
Simple. You
I'll
just
learn-
you just pick the spell you want to do, roll arcane magic for it, and then subtract out from the strain pool.
In the future, I'll ask that Misty share her character or share the character sheet with me so that I can run her during combat when or if this happens again. I think I've got a decent grasp on how to use magic and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to figure it out sooner. I'm gonna have to figure it out sooner or later myself, anyway, because cyber zebracorn thing.
Hmm.
Whenever I've played dipped Alicorns in the past, I've just used the fact of telekinesis, and that's the only thing I've learned even slightly. And so, yeah. So Misty's staying out of the fray. Barry. The walls, you can feel the heat radiating from the other side of the steel-esque walls in this place, as fire can be seen outside the door.
Mm-hmm. At this point, I'm just going to dedicate myself to healing because we don't need the bat pony keeling over on us. So, considering how badly that they're wounded, I'm going to pop another healing potion. And give it to the bat. Take your time, roll 20, take your time.
Yeah, roll 20. It's a lovely piece of technology.
Ooh, that could fail.
Crit fail. As you're bringing the potion over to the bat pony to better bring it, give the heals. There we go. I can speak. The Protectron Guardian, just like for crit fail's sake, is going to shoot the potion out of your hooves with a police pistol. It's not going to damage you. It's not going to do anything, but he destroys the potion.
Can I try to get another potion, or am I out of luck for the turn?
You can try again for like more AP because you have to redo the roll and everything. But yes, you can try again.
There we go.
All right.
I had to use up way too much.
I 102. So that's. They are back up to 125 of their 140. And I assume that was your turn?
Yep, because I'd imagine I don't have any AP left to do anything, so I'm counting on Masher to cover for me.
Root is angrily barking at the robot from outside the fire's range.
Quick question. Did you apply the burning damage to the robots and ghoul?
I have been applying them each time I got to their specific turn.
Okay. That was all. I apologize.
You are fine. It is a valid question because I am me, and GMs are not perfect.
Plus, we can't see their health bars.
Yeah. Let me see. Vague numbers. Ghoul, if you were to flick it and blow on it, maybe it would fall over dead. Normal Ponytron, I'd say about half. And then, since other Ponytron is basically double the other, I'd say same health as the normal Ponytron, but he has like double the health anyways, so that's very vague numbers. But Mashed, it's your turn.
Alright, I am going to reload my SMG. Golly gee, if only the... How much AP would it take to just nudge the bat aside? Out the doorway?
10 AP.
Also, could we possibly assume that in the process of healing, that I kind of dragged him out of the way a bit so I could get at his maw better to insert the potion on the second attempt? You know, pull his face away, pull him away from where the Ponytron can shoot the damn potion out of my hoof again.
I will say that yes, you yeet yourselves over to the other side of the room to administer heals.
Alright.
So
you got a clear shot.
Okay. Can I see the Ponytron from where I'm standing right now?
Yes.
Okay.
You can see him around the door.
Right.
Frame-esque thing.
I'm going to unload 2 bursts into him. Cheat key, whatever.
You're gonna unload 2 bursts into the Bastardotron.
So I'm going to unload 2 bursts into the damn clan. Is that the first time I clicked, or did it just...
You have rolled once.
Like, I've clicked on it twice now, and just... Is it just taking forever?
Hard to tell.
I'll
Roll a
click one more
1d10
time.
and it should load. And I'll just ignore the 1d10 because it won't matter. But just roll, throwaway roll, and it might load everything. Nope.
Okay.
It didn't register your original thing. There it is. So. 3 of your first ones hits, and 3 of your second ones hit with a critical on your second ones.
And all the damage is displayed there. Thank you, Tater Tot.
Alright.
You are most welcome.
Yeah, this particular type of macro has been a godsend for all of my other games I use in Roll20.
Alright,
Mm-hmm.
Since 44 is an even and the damage is 18, just double that damage.
Well, it displays the second bullets now if it's an even. Or it displays the second bullet anyway. Just ignore that if it's odd.
Oh, with an extra 19 damage on. Okay. Makes sense. I wasn't reading.
And
I'm
in
sure
hindsight,
some...
should have been able to figure that out easily enough.
I'm sure there's some way to make it figure it out on its own, but I am not that savvy.
Yet.
Well, let me move a 0-2 out of the way because I need to eventually resize that token to be appropriate size. But for now, I need to just move it. Alright. We gotta do a bunch of math. Alright, /GR. He is still alive after that. So on to the second roll of damage.
And I'm gonna go get a little bit of water while our GM is doing maths.
Yeah, he is dead.
I killed it.
Because that first one did a grand total of 52 damage to him, and /GR. Let's see, what does the second one do? 89, and he had 78 health to begin with. So, he did. You killed it. And since Barry's gonna go and get a snack or drink or whatever, few minute break. 3 minutes. Go restrooms and drinks and whatnot.
Okay, as a heads up, I was given access to Misty's character sheet, and I'm making a couple of quick macros.
Alright. I'll let you do her turn whenever it comes around.
Excellent.
I mean, at this point, I'm back, but...
Oh, you're back? Okay.
Well, my, work is done like 8 minutes ago, but stuff went slightly long because I couldn't escape.
So, can you actually play?
Considering you're giving us a restroom break, then I should be able to, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back with water. Did I miss anything?
Just Misty coming back, so I will stop making this macro for the time being, and I'll only make it if I have to. Wait, I'm gonna refill my beverage while everyone else is AFK here.
So we're on break now, then.
Yes,
For a small bit, indeed.
In that case, I'm gonna put up the filler screen on the stream because I want to try and take care of a few things because for that test stream I need because Carl knows how I've been part of a little test thing for something for DTS, but I can't say much more because we're still testing. But eventually, once I get the go-ahead, we'll be releasing videos of the test streams. So the thing is, those things need to be edited somewhat, because
I find it very interesting. This campaign has, so far, 2 different people that have done something somewhat for Dead Tree. You were doing your test streams, and I almost made a Minotaur race. They declined it, but hey, they let me try.
I mean, they basically took competitions ideas about how changelings take strain from others and stuff, so...
They have said that they are not legally allowed to take any of my ideas because that's technically stealing due to contract I signed. So, honestly, I wouldn't care if they took all of my ideas and changed them and threw a bunch of stuff at them, well, that kept stuff. But legally, I don't think they're allowed to do it, so...
The problem is that when stuff like that happens, it is far too difficult for DTS, for example, to be able to prove certain things, especially if stuff is only in like verbal contracts and so forth. Like, it's just, it gets in that legal gray zone where it's like it's just not worth the effort.
Yeah. So, while I wouldn't do anything about it, I wouldn't go like, they stole, but I understand where they're coming from and whatnot, so. I'm technically also not at liberty to ever, like, disclose my ideas, though I'm going to ask if I can, like, just disclose it to, like, a game group if I ever decide to use that race, like I'm going to do later in this campaign, because there are Minotaurs in this. I will ask someone in the higher-ups of Dead Tree if I'm allowed to do that. But, who knows?
Not me. Knowing sounds like work. Ugh. I already got done with that today, thanks.
Oh, I did put in memes a brief example of XCOM. Done with ponies.
Even better, it's... Oh, no, it's in a place. I thought it was 2 best sisters play. Oh.
I think I might know.
Ignore the caps lock in...
Yeah, I figured. I mean, it's not exactly hard to figure out what happened there.
Yeah.
Not exactly requiring rocket science there.
I love caps.
I will say, aside from the fact that it, that this goes to 9 and that's really screwed with 2 of my games, this new shift isn't actually that bad. Like, I didn't feel like today.
I would say, though, as
the
first session to have my new computer, it's been a good session.
Yeah,
relatively speaking.
Apart from those issues that were outside of the computer that's caused the late start on my end, which I do not want to speak of.
Indeed.
Yeah, but that's minor stuff.
Well, we start in another minute. We start in minutes, so...
Alright.
Sir,
grabbing water
have been
from the fridge.
20. Oh my god.
Kinda wish there was a way that you could just, like, copy and paste macros. As in, like, copy your entire list.
Yeah, you gotta do them one at a time, but I generally do a notepad for that.
Yeah, I should probably do that. If only because I do a lot of the same things, like, for what I say for a character rolls for initiative, or for strength, or not.
And let's get this show back on the road.
But I
know
don't know
you've been
how to
listening.
drive.
That's fair. You'll learn because there's cars outside. You'll all learn.
Maybe
Yay, go-karts!
maybe some pony can teach you how to drive once we get out of this battle alive.
Welcome to the wasteland, where fools learn how to drive before they learn how to read.
Alright. Welcome, people that have, like, possibly joined the stream and have no clue what the fuck is going on. Group is in dungeon. Fat Pony set everything on fire. Everyone's panicking, and they just killed a mini-boss.
Yep.
So.
And I've had to go through a couple of healing potions already just to keep ponies from dying.
And it is Potato Pony's turn. Tater Tots.
Okay. Well, Tater Tot was just shot several times. That was not pleasant. He will return the favor. One. A 2. Oh, that one's a miss. And a 3. Okay. So I hit twice for a total of 4 separate damages. Grand total of 81 points of damage. 4 hits, each hit ignoring 2d8. And then, let's see, 3 times agility is... I will use 14 of my remaining AP to initiate the dodge action. Therefore, he will have a -7 to his skills to shoot me. Or punch me. And that is turn.
Alright. I'm getting slowly faster at doing math. Ever so slow. It is the Bat Pony's turn, and the Bat Pony is going to... And then on what their skills are, I'm not sure if they're actually going to do what I was thinking. Or if they're going to do the other thing that I was thinking. They are most certainly not going to hack the terminal, because their hacking skill is beyond shite. They're going to hunker down, because they just set everything on fire, and they're going to wait for the fires of war to burn down. This guy's dead, so I'm just going to take him off. Oop. This guy dies this turn. So take him off. And then this guy, let's see. Slash roll 8d10. And the Ponytron is also dead. Thus concluding all of the mobile units that can attack things. There's all the ceiling turrets and normal turrets that are like stationary that are technically aggroed against you, But unless you go into their area, the hallway, or around the corner, they can't actually do anything to you. So, when you interact with them, then combat will begin again. But until then, yeah. And we'll keep the same initiative that currently is on screen.
In that case, now that we're out of combat, I'm going to apply a bandage to myself.
I'm gonna say, quick timeout requesting. Can you right-click on everyone's token gem and make it so we can see each other's 1, 2, and 3 bars, so that way we can see how badly hurt people are and stuff.
I will.
If you want, I can just rejoin the GM powers and do that for you real quick.
I believe I know how to do that.
Okay.
R1, 2, and 3. Can you see mashed potatoes things?
Yes.
Alright, then I know how to do it.
And it is
Awesome.
displaying properly, so we only see the bar and not the numbers, which is what we want.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Math.
Yeah, only the players themselves can see the numbers.
It can be set so that anyone can see the numbers.
Well, do you all want it to be set that way?
No.
No,
Okay.
because that is technically advanced knowledge that we should not technically have. Because there's a perk called Living Anatomy that allows you to see, oh, they have this many hit points.
This just gives us a good idea on how messed up someone is.
Yeah. So that way Misty knows if, like, oh no, someone needs to be whacked with a stick or not.
Alright, who all is still undone yet? Not counting
Zero
Tater Tot,
and
because
Tater Tot.
I think 0 is, but their token is massive, so...
Yeah, you need to send me their token so I can get it to the right size for you. That's
no,
the
the thing is... Theirs is just like, well,
no, the problem is
there
that
a
is the actual size of what it should be, but there is extra transparency that goes out, like, all that distance. So, like, that's why. So I need it so I can crop out the extra transparency and still leave it transparent. And I can do that for a lot of your NPCs too, because that's also the problem with your NPCs. So it's not hard to do. I've got the right program to do it.
He will not have.
Alright, well, Frostbite's bars are broken for some reason. I can't get
Well, maybe they
thing.
haven't put in any numbers.
No, there's things there.
Here, I'm going to just take a check there. Oh, because they didn't put in the second half of it. I am fixing that right now. And now we have bars. Because on a token, the first number is what you have, and then the second number is supposed to be the maximum. And if they didn't put that
right. Well, the max for them is not that, is that. Alright, there we go. So, now everybody is taken care of in that department. I'm gonna say that over time you all just keep healing everyone by smack, 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 and actual heals.
Yeah. Here comes the mighty Zephyr Blade again.
The true most magical stick in the wasteland. I'm gonna remove these auras. off these guys because those are going to make my eyes visibly hurt. I don't. So changes. Now I know why my aura for another thing that I was working on didn't work before. So I'm glad about that.
Hashtag that was easy.
I don't remember the freaking number. It's making me sad. And I don't want to tell you all because then you'll know, like, thing. What's 10 times 10 yards?
100 yards?
Yeah.
Hey, GM?
Yeah.
I'm be, throwing down something there.
I have no clue where there is.
Look at Frostbite, and then look there.
Inside their person. Got it. Oh, wait, there's an arrow. Okay.
The arrow is what I'm doing.
Wait a minute. Is that their new token?
Well, on their character sheet, they had this little thing. And then I sent it to Misty, and Misty, in like 2 minutes, made this.
Oh, it's not hard to do. I just haven't done it yet. That's why it was like that. All right. Copying all of the notable information I have in their token over to that one now.
Some of this I know it doesn't take long, but it irks me when it isn't done, so...
Currently, I have it so that basically everyone's perks, damage, weapons, HP, DT, everything is on their tokens in my GM notes for, like, sanity's sake. The only one I haven't done is Misty yet. Because I didn't feel like doing spells.
So you've got...
Say, when most of our stuff is affiliated with spells, I mean, it's not a huge deal.
Yeah, although now that we're out of combat, I should probably swap out and equip the combat helmet instead of the ragged combat helmet.
Indeed, that might be wise. Do that.
And maybe you kind of got a bit loud there for a second.
I apologize.
Yeah.
Misty won't wear it unless it looks cute.
Anyway, on top of that, I'm also going to ask Tater Tot how long it would take him to apply a mod to my recharger rifle.
Actually, let me do some math here. We figure out how long it will take him.
Yeah, because I picked up. Because apparently, since we do the loot after the session, it means we can't. It's hard to do this in a more organic way. But I picked up a recharger rifle short circuit capacitor.
There's a lot of stuff in loot. Like, there's a new tab for it in the journal. There's a bunch of stuff in loot for people that don't actually know what they have. Because some people don't always add it to their sheets.
Okay, so
It's kind of hard to read because it's all just separated by commas, but if you can brave the hellscape that is it.
okay, that adjusted the head DT for the new helmet. So 7.5 minutes. I'd like to think we've, got enough time for that. So, Terratot, do you think while we've got a moment to breathe, that you could apply this mod we picked up to my weapon?
I can definitely make the honest attempt.
Okay, she will hoof him the recharger rifle and the mod.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
All right.
as we sit down.
Stuff and how to do it.
And while you're doing that, I'll adjust for the I'll adjust the macro for the +5 damage.
I believe it also expends an extra charge every time you shoot, doesn't it?
Yeah, it gives me 1 extra charge that I can use, but also at the same time doubles them, so I don't have as many. But
okay.
With
Alright.
the way some of the enemies we've been going have been, I think we could use every little bit of extra oomph we can get.
Agreed. With that, Terratot will pull out his little tool bench, lay down the rifle and mod upon it, set a toaster nearby. His eyes will glow as I use his one of his 3 times per day boosts on his skill. And attempt.
As well as how his eyes freaking glow. Like, yeah.
Okay, that looks good. That looks
Magic.
Good. That looks good.
You know, Frostbite looks a lot edgier than the other token for it. It's almost as bad as my.
But at least they
character.
look, the appropriate side.
Unlike Misty, who looks stupid.
Yeah.
What? She does not.
She's a size -1. She takes up a full square.
She's standing on her hind hooves
Yeah.
all the time, at all times, even when she's sleeping.
Anyways, I believe I have applied the mod for you. There, Barry.
Mm-hmm. Making us.
I have no idea what happened to that toaster.
That toaster went on a cosmic mystical adventure and saved the multiverse. If anyone gets that reference, then I like you. I like that.
I am also adding a -2 ammo to the macros, just so I don't forget how much I got.
All right. So I'm gonna just go ahead and assume that everyone's at full HP now.
Probably.
I'm close to it. I felt I'm at 136 out of 149. I didn't want to waste another bandage for that little.
The good great bat pony is 125 out of 140. And because I am in control of them, I can say that. So, haha.
Yeah, it's just Mash that needs to adjust their HP bar since they've been healed already.
I think Mash, his HP bar is good. I think that's his radiation bar at the very top.
I'm so used to seeing green and thinking health.
Yeah, but if he had 1,000 health, I'd be raising a few eyebrows.
Can't see the numbers, so...
Yeah, that's fair.
And I'll use this third bar to keep track of my recharger ammo.
That is what I do.
At least until I get my horn and start using it to keep track of my strain.
Oh, it's gonna be so confusing with like one person doing radiation, another person doing strain, another one doing freaking recharger ammo. This is gonna get confusing fast.
It'd be nice if we had more than 3 bars, but we gotta make do with what we got.
Indeed. Alright,
I mean,
so
I suppose I always could swap out the action point check since that recharges each time and just do it off on the side.
Well, I personally like doing strain on the side because that takes much longer to recharge.
Good point.
Alright. So, after everyone's healed up, licked their wounds, put out the fires, and kicked the robot a good few times for being a piece of shit.
Oh.
What are you all doing?
I'm gonna see if there's anything to rip out of the robots. Sometimes that can happen with a repair check.
Try not to alert any more enemies to us this time, Tater Tot.
Tater Tot will salute, pull out a wrench, and start screaming as he starts smacking one of them.
Face hook.
Make a repair check.
Okay, I would have failed any repair check for that, so no.
I mean, like, to see if you can get any extra stuff. You might.
But I mean, general loot off of them, I wouldn't have failed. It's some monsters, if with a skill roll you get extra loot.
Oh, wait, no, wait. On a successful luck and repair check on the one fancy robot, which I'm just going to tell you is a Protectron Guardian, on a successful luck and repair check, you can gain extra stuff off of them.
Well, I did not succeed the repair check, so there's no point in the luck.
Alright, whoever else wants to try it, you can do it. I don't think anyone else is going to.
Whee!
Well, there's your luck. Now try repair.
Oh, hi, Crit.
Jesus Christ.
There's a reason I did it in that order.
She has to make sure she's really lucky first.
Well, because if she's not lucky, there's no way she's going to get a crit, so why bother?
This is true. Alright. Pick a number 1 to 3.
3.
You get a spark battery.
Huh. What do we do with this?
A lot.
You can have it.
Okay.
Alright, I'm gonna do the rest of the loot later because... Yeah, that bogs a session down. Like, really quickly. Sometimes even longer so than combat.
Loot on those should be copy-paste at the bottom of their stat blocks.
Oh, I know it does. But...
Okay.
I'll do it, like, as you all go and do other things. So...
Okay.
Continue. What are the rest of you guys doing? Just hallways, terminal. There's the one terminal that you played solitaire on.
Oh yeah. Tell your
In
child to
order-
go and play another game of solitaire.
Don't you dare.
High score. Have to beat it. I don't make the rules.
Stand aside. Let me search for useful information first.
Oh, we'll see if you can beat. Yeah. You're
Then
just trying to beat my score. I'll let you try.
I am now going to search the terminal for files, documents, and other such useful information, closing out the solitaire program.
After you
clever
close
smash.
solitaire, and you bring up some files and whatnot, there's an entire block of just every name in the building with a high score next to it of solitaire and tic-tac-toe and minesweeper. Basically a bunch of games. But there is some useful information on here. You get the names of each of the various individuals, as well as a count of how many people worked here. Let me do math real quick.
Well, okay, question. Is literally everyone else using green for 8 hit?
I'm using green for HP.
I use green for HP.
Yeah, I'm gonna be that guy, Carl, and request you to change your radiation to one of the other colors. Green is typically... Whatever the top bar is when you click on the gear, that is what we use for hit points. That's why it's got the little heart next to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Alright.
So, I will take back my 15 strain then, because I guess I didn't need to use it.
Alright. Barry, there were 12 people working here, and apparently there were 10 here clocked in and registered on the day that the bombs fell.
And I don't remember from last time. How many enemies? How many blips did you say were on the map in total? And how
There
many...
was around 22 blips in total, 8 of which were alive, and the rest robotic.
Okay, so updated stats. How now that we've had our fight, how many are left that are biologic, and how many are left that are mechanical?
Let me check that here in a second once I copy and paste some loot for Tattertot. Well, actually, count how many dead ghouls are on the map
Okay, so
that you all can see.
yeah, but at the same time, some of those ghouls were dead to begin with.
Yeah, that's fair. Give me a sec. Just gotta paste something, and I will be right there with information. Save changes. X. Click over here. How many things are still alive? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 electronic things still on the map.
10 electronics.
1. Yep. 1, 2, 3. There's 3 living things on the map, and then there's the one green dot off in the far end of the building, which is also alive. So, there is information. There's 3 living evils, and I think I said 8 cybernetic one.
I believe you said 10.
10. Yeah, I think that's actually right.
So 10 cybernetic enemies and 3 biological ones.
And with your electronic eye, you're going to tell that there's only 1 robot, and the rest of them seem to be turrets of one form or another.
Okay. So after making sure to lock the terminal on mute, Barry will share the information on the remaining enemies. Based on what I can see, the number of enemies that surround us are 10 and 3. One robot and 9 turrets, and probably another 3 feral ghouls. Probably of the 10 ponies that were stationed in this facility on the day of the mega spell.
Oh.
I'll try to rhyme where I can, but I'm not going to try and force it to the point where it ends up slowing things down.
Yeah. So, with the information you gathered, move your tokens as you do whenever you're moving through the place. Starting with the Great Grand Misty, that way I don't have 30 people doing 30 different things at a time.
Someone else can go. I'm getting my pizza out of the oven.
Alright, Barry, what are you doing?
Sorry.
You're fine. Pizza comes first in all cases. Twilight Sparkle has says this.
I mean, that's just like a law of the world.
Barry will take a cautious spot right here, just outside of the line of sight of the hallway, and letting her know that there are 2 turrets down this hallway.
All right. And what about you, Mashed? You there, Mashed?
Yeah, I'm here. Sorry, I forgot to turn the mic back on. What was the range of this turret again?
It can shoot up to 6 squares, but it has a range of 5. There's also another hallway, like right here, so. And here.
He's just gonna keep an eye down this hallway until everyone else is done down here.
All right. And that brings us to the other potato pump.
Well, solitaire isn't going to beat itself.
He goes in and continues playing solitaire.
I am. At least I took the liberty of making sure that I disabled able the speakers.
I pressed the unmute button.
No, I plugged it
You are an
into.
agent of chaos.
I plugged it into my pit buck. Every time I get a little audio cue, a little minor audio cue that's plugged into my cybernetics, I immediately remute the damn thing. So every time you
So I have to supply the noises. Okay. Bing.
Tyler taught you are an agent of chaos,
Done at the ready.
and I don't know what to think about that. All right. Okay, so while Taratot is doing the do, and Misty watches him intently place the Celestia card, which represents the king, and the Luna card representing the queen, but there's no kings and queens, it's just the princesses, so yeah.
Solar Princess and Lunar Princess.
Yeah. The sun butt and the moon butt.
I always preferred sun butt and moon cheeks myself.
That's funny. I like it. So, while they do the do, and Frostbite comes up behind the rest of you. Hey, I can rhyme. And they're going to join Barry in their place of watching. But from over here instead. Haha. Alright. So, for Turret, it doesn't matter. Misty is watching TV, and Pixie is off playing with Root. Barry and Osprey are the only ones that are like exploring, so Barry.
All right. Can I move into here quickly enough to get into cover before the turrets have a chance to start shooting?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Getting right outside the range.
Yeah. You're skirting outside of detection and shoot. Now let me reveal some areas. Reveal areas. Alright. I revealed areas to the naked eye.
Well, how's it going tonight on your new computer? Can you hear?
Yes.
Can you see?
Yes.
Are you weird?
But yes, areas revealed. I revealed areas.
Mm-hmm.
It's the one hallway that leads off from this small room. This small room is just a small room, sort of empty of any real much of anything. Yeah, it's just empty space, pretty much. But the hallway leading out from it goes and looks sort of like it wraps around another room. So, mashed. Ghoul bro, what you be doing?
Bro, I'm shooting that turret.
You gonna shoot that turret?
Gonna shoot that turret?
Alright.
Cool story, bro.
Hit.
19. 34. Yep, it is dead. Turret explodifies like all Fallout ceiling turrets do.
9 remaining.
There's also this door next to where the turret was stationed on the roof. I'm not sure if it's actually visible, but it's a door leading through hallway to another door. And then there's this door right here.
Okay, at 13 movement, should I be moving 2 or 3 square?
$13 movement. What is that in squares? What is that in feet?
That's
13
movement.
Uh,
Or does it stay in yards?
just round it
Oh,
up to 15, because you can
Okay, I am
measure.
a complete dumbass. I was looking at the yards column. Never mind that.
Yeah, I was wondering, like, 13 feet, really? What is this man's agility?
The arthritis, son.
When you come around this like corner right, the corner you're standing on, these blocks, it will be able to see you because it has much longer range than a ceiling turret.
So we're at the end of the hallway. Well, it is within my range, then.
These old rusty turrets can't hit anything. Can't even see anything.
First one hit, second one hit with a critical, and the rest of it.
It is also dead.
8 remaining.
Because turrets are freaking flimsy.
Depends.
why they're so
Depends on
cheap.
what on whether you get a cheap turret or one of the more expensive ones.
Yeah, but still.
It was the military. They went for cheap.
Yeah.
I suspect this facility may have more than just cheap military secrets.
That still doesn't change. Who's the military? Lowest bidder where possible.
That is a fair point. Let's just worry about getting past the cheap stuff. so we can be better prepared for where they actually are willing to spend the bits on the more expensive stuff.
The Bat Pony, having now free access to walk through here without possibility of being shot at repeatedly, is going to reveal a new area. That little square that's off by itself on the side is where a Protectron was standing. It's in its charging ports.
One of the ones that attacked us, I assume.
I think the bat
He
is.
What did you say?
I think the bat is now in range of the ceiling turret.
He is one square out of it.
Okay, so we can see out to 6 squares, but to only shoot at 5.
Yeah. Because it knows you're there in order to prepare for you, and then whenever you get close enough, it will shoot at you. These are really cheap turrets, man.
Boggles the mind, and at the same time does not surprise Masher at all.
The most dangerous thing in here is, like, freaking robots and the ghouls.
Yep. And as far as I can tell with my electronic signature vision, there's only one robot left. The rest are all turrets and 3 ghouls. 3 ghouls on the heat of his signature vision, that is.
So, Tatter, are you doing anything else?
Let's see. After getting, wait, am I on mute? No, I'm not on mute. After getting the high score in Minesweeper after playing Solitaire. Let's see, where one is that? Oh, neat. That's probably as far as I'd be able to get in a turn.
Yeah. The red debris is basically rubble, and you can see inside the rubble a crushed Nuka-Cola Sparkle Cola vending machine. And buried beneath the rubble, through the glass and everything, is a perfectly pristine Nuka-Cola. Sparkle Cola. Dang it!
Tater Tot will start digging through the rubble.
That pony is
Alright.
addicted to Sparkle Cola.
No, if I was addicted, I wouldn't have any in my inventory.
And it seems that Misty follows him, so I'll let Turd.
I mean, he's the one who found the cool, fun game, so...
Yeah, this is fair. Alright. Well, while you all do what you do in text, I will go over to Barry again.
Yep, Barry will take a move over here next to the bat, and take aim over at the cheapo turret.
It is alive. Well, it's functional. Not really sure a turret can be alive.
Even if it is, it won't be functional.
And now,
It is explode fade. These things are flimsy.
7 remaining.
Alright. Anything else you're doing?
Carefully down to the edge of the corner. See if there's anything down here past the turret.
Reveal areas. Alright. Missy gasps. But, also, just because, like, it's EFS would be telling you this, as well as bloody your cyber vision.
Mm-hmm.
There is a turret right here. There's the one over here. The robot is over here in this general vicinity. And there is something back this way. As well as another one in the farthest corner.
So would I be able to take a pop shot at the turret that's over here from my?
There's a wall in the way.
So I gotta find where that wall, where that difference in that wall is.
Indeed.
So I'm assuming the door to get to the last robot is this one up here.
Where are you pinging at? No. There are no robots within that room. Benefits of cyber vision: you can see cyber things, but everything else becomes basically invisible, so you have no clue where they are in terms of distance.
One of the reasons why I've only got one cyber eye. So do I have enough left to move over to this corner here?
Yes, and I'm going to go on to mashed after that. So, potato pun of spoiled variety.
This door.
This door needs lockpick, and Taratot
is pretty good at that.
No, there is the thing about, like, how do you make a lock? Like, how do you determine its difficulty to unlock? There's levels of difficulty on a lock, right?
Yes. That's in Wasteland Survival Guide. I don't remember off the top of my head. I'm pulling it up right now.
I need all these things in Roll20.
Unless it's the easiest lock, the only way he's opening that door is by blowing it.
Alright. The skill rolls go from very easy, easy, ordinary, difficult, hard, and very hard.
It is a
Actually,
difficult
no, it
lock.
doesn't matter. He doesn't even have a screwdriver.
Difficult means that there is a minus 10% to your skill.
Alright. But he doesn't even have a thing, so...
Yeah, no. The only way he's opening that door is with a grenade.
Yep, or to reference the other campaign, to do it the crack and kissed way, and just, well, I think the ghoul is probably a bit too squishy for that method.
Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think they can
There's-
slam into things.
I once had a character, not my own. I was running the Fallout game. Pump a door open.
What?
They popped. Yep. They there was a door. I specifically said it was one of those sliding security doors. Only it wasn't very secure. It was cheap. So they went up and humped it and popped it off of its track. And then they carried the door around as a shield for a while. It was amusing.
Okay then.
What was your first flame in the world, Little Pony? It was a door.
Well, isn't that adorable?
Those,
I knew that
those
someone would
three
make.
characters were basically kicked out of the stable.
I should
That,
think.
that's beautiful. All right. Mashed, make a perception check. Nice.
Everything.
You see and hear everything. Looking through the keyhole of the door, you can see wandering around inside are two more feral ghouls. And you hear their trots and their ghoulish noises as they walk around. There's also a terminal off in the corner with its faint glow of light and some pretty high-tech looking stuff on the screen.
Is there a window in this door? I thought it was solid metal.
Nope, there is a keyhole, and you rolled Nat 1 perception and did that freaking thing that you see in spy movies and shit,
Okay.
where they just look through the keyhole.
Right, zombies on the other side here.
So that's 2 out of the 3. It sounds like.
Yes.
It's like. And a terminal.
So,
Probably shouldn't blow this door open.
moving on from the ghoul that calls other ghouls zombies, which they technically are.
Yeah, they don't have a mind. They're a zombie.
Some people might see that as slight racism towards ghouls, but at the same time, no.
Well, and on the other hand, both. I am a ghoul.
And the thing is, feral ghouls, radiation has just completely rotted their brains down to nothing but raw instinct. They are effectively the Walking Dead.
Speaking of radiation, there is Mashed and Tatter are the first two. Well, Tatter not as much because he doesn't have a way of detecting it, but Mashed, you feel a little bit stronger after walking into that general hallway. Like in past this point, you feel a little bit more empowered, like the same feeling you get whenever you have radiation.
If I had a Geiger
And
counter, how
speaking
hard
of
would it be
tap-
clicking?
Two rads a second, I'd say. No, 1.5. Yeah. Nothing too major, but there is radiation. And going on from the ghoul, we have the not Earth Pony Potato Ghoul.
Yes. Sparkle Cola blocks. Digging through rubble.
Make strength check.
I have matched my strength.
Oh, that reminds me. When you get a chance, Tater Tot, could you DM me a copy of that special macro of yours, so I can put it into some of my other characters to make it a lot easier for me to make special checks without having to constantly go back and check my sheet.
Sure.
Thank you.
All right, so Taratot, as you're like lifting up on stuff and throwing it back from you, pretty big cinder block-esque size chunk of rubble. It takes you a bit, and then Misty effortlessly picks it up. But you don't know it's Misty. You just think that you're really strong now.
I know I'm strong.
Great.
Mama always told me I was strong. Her tough little boy.
I need to stock up on
But
more healing
yeah,
items.
Misty's just yeeting things. Misty is yeeting things away from the pile faster than you are because telekinesis.
Telekinetic precision. I didn't realize how important of a feat it was until a previous game, and I went, oh.
Yeah, it is good.
Why do you think for my dipped alicorn character, the first perk I'm having her take is telekinetic precision?
I don't know, I haven't looked at your character.
It is good. But yeah, Taratot. Yeah, heave everything out, and there it is. Pristine, perfect, great, a sparkle cola, and then a broken sparkle cola quantum beside it. Its contents having leaked out mostly, but there is still some in it.
Yeah, not gonna drink soda that's been out forever like that. Anything left in the machine, or is that still buried?
Machine-wise, I'll give you some stuff like scrap metal for it later, because you'll get a little bit of stuff out of it.
Alright. In that case, he'll pass off the sparkle cola to the child.
Oh my gosh.
Oh no! The filly has
Well,
caffeine.
That's why I'm walking
Panic.
away.
Panic
Oh,
button.
Celeste,
Panic
yeah.
button.
Alright, so I did forget, could this high security door be lockpicked?
This door right here,
Yes.
you're not on the right side.
The
And
door is the blue thing.
Oh. There's the blue thing. Sorry.
You can't access it from where you were.
yeah,
My bad.
and also,
From this side.
also, can I say real quick that perhaps even though Barry doesn't know about it, she gets a feeling from the spirits telling her of dread, not knowing exactly where it comes from, but it happened right around the moment the filly was given caffeine.
It's not the first time Tater Tot's given her soda.
No. Here's what it is. About 3 different spirits of, like, things Misty has killed over time. Benefactor guards, raiders, a bunch of them just come running to you, and they point, and you see through the wall, and there's a child with a bottle of caffeine.
Oh, spirits, no.
And
You know,
Tattertots.
we're all about to die.
There is, for one, this is a difficult walk. And for 2, there is a terminal that is normal beside it.
That sounds like a job for Screwdriver and Bobby Pin. I succeed. As I beat it by 39.
All right. Just let me grab things up. So, this first door, you, after careful lock picking and whatnot, the door opens up, not upwards or like a normal door. It comes apart parallel, like with a line down the middle of it, and goes into the walls beside it. And there's a second door. This door cannot be lockpicked and needs a terminal.
Oh. That should probably be enough for what I'm doing, though, and should probably move on to the next person.
Alright. Frostbites cannot hack, so I'm not even gonna give them, like, bother with doing that. She's going to continue on with Barry and help her in her escapades, flapping her wings along. And Barry, roll shamanism.
Okay, 1 second. I'm. Oh, yeah. I almost got that with the last level. I've got my shamanism all fully preloaded. So once I'm able to take a skill to tag it, the next I can immediately cap it out with the tag ranks.
All right. Let's see what you get on this roll.
One second.
That even if you have 2 luck, that should be a crit.
That is a crit.
Ooh, I like this. There is a somewhat mischievous and dreadful gloom in the air. As it wasn't there when Frostbite was walking up, it hasn't been there the rest of the time. But around the time that she gets a few feet close to you, there's a dreadful gloom in the air. It's somewhat familiar. You can press the feeling that you haven't felt it since the first town you were in on this island.
Oh no! Oh no!
And then it dissipates entirely. While Frostbite pulls out and reads a magazine.
So the entire time we've been traveling with Frostbite, it's been just fine. But all of a sudden, that feeling just came and went like a wind.
Yes.
There's bad juju in these halls. I fear our next encounter with that pony will not be far off.
Frostbite will cock their head and be like, "That pony? What are you talking about?"
When we first came to this island, we were brought here by some pony calling themselves the Benefactor, whom so we were able to kill in the first village we were in, but have since learned that he is apparently immortal, who can reincarnate himself. Just now, how I felt his presence.
Frostbite's going to give a sort of somewhat concerned expression and go back to their book, trying to shrug off the fact that, immortal zebras. That's fun.
I thank the spirits for giving me this fair warning.
All right. Misty, what are you doing?
She attempts to boop the terminal.
She's doing terminal things?
Yeah, she's trying to find the game.
Oh gosh, she's gonna lock Tater Tot in there.
Roll,
Well, that didn't work.
roll hacking and matrix and luck. What's your hacking?
25.
Alright, so Misty, you just walk on over here and you're like, how do I play Pixie, figure this out. You sit Fox on the computer and Fox starts pressing keys wildly before sleeping on the terminal's outstretched keyboard.
I mean, it's probably warm, so...
And the door a few times goes up, down, close, open, and it stays open after you've given Taratot a scare for his life.
You're not there, you can't say anything. So are you talking about the outer door or the inner door?
The outer door. I already did a bit with Barry technically, so Mashed, I'm on you. You just watch Small Pony let a fox almost trap one of your allies in a room.
What the heck did I join up with here?
Also, hallway over here.
Down the hallway.
It's fairly bland, and it comes around to a corner that you can see from where you're standing.
Carefully trots up to the corner and has a peek.
there is another door right here, and 2 more halls. And are you doing anything else before I hop to the next?
It should probably be enough for now. I don't want to split the party too much.
No, I'm fine with the party splitting. I mean, you all might not be because, like, safety reasons, but... Tattertops. You're at the door, can't be picked. Needs terminal. Also, Misty almost locked you in a room.
Not surprised. This door was locked, wasn't it?
It was, with a difficult lock.
Not anymore.
Alright. Alright. I'm just gonna add these 2 to the turn order.
Or
Sneak attack.
I was going to try to relock the door.
Okay. Yeah, that works too.
Basically saying wait till every pony is together to go and clear this room out.
More of lock the door and make it someone else's problem. But yeah, that
Well,
works
you don't lock the door because you still have the difficult lock and whatnot, just in reverse because you're trying to lock it now. But you shut the door and it's closed now. Not locked, but it's closed.
You know what? Just move the remains of this turret in front of the door. It probably opens inward anyways, but...
It'll at least strip him up.
Now I have to actually add these guys to the turn order because things... I don't remember what I rolled for these guys. Initiative. Let me look. Initiative 6. Got it. Add 6 to that. So 10 for you. 6 this time. 9. Also, that turret's been destroyed a while back. That turret was destroyed a while back. That turret was destroyed. That one wasn't. Okay. I'm just gonna assign this descending and skip down to the Terratop because he is the one that did it. So, Potato Pone, you're just ignoring the fact that they exist?
It's coming to be expected of him.
He'll probably watch the door for a round or two. And ready in action to shoot any ghouls that come running through.
Alright. Frostbite has no clue that this is happening, and is going to continue flipping through magazines, and at one point pulling out a edition of Play Pony with Celestia on it and fluttering off to a different part of the building. As not to disturb people. Alright, there's a few knocks at the door as the ghoul fails to realize it opens inwards. And it is soon joined by its other ghoul friend as they both start bashing against the door. Misty, it's your turn.
So wait, is the door open or closed?
It's closed, there's turret rubble in front of it, and it opens inwards, so they're trying to figure out how to open the door by throwing themselves at it.
This one right here. Well, if we're having trouble opening it, then I guess she should take a look at it. Or do you mean that the ghouls are trying to get through it?
The ghouls are trying to get through this door right here.
Oh. Oh. What's over here?
Alright, let me reveal areas. Hey, it connects down to the area where Barry was. Nice. There also is a projectron here, so that's fun.
It can't see me.
Yeah, there's the last robot.
This is a just normal old door. Doesn't need lockpicking or anything. Bless you.
Thank you.
Misty tries to open the door. Alright. You open the door and fun things are on the other side.
Well, it's sure a good thing it doesn't see me then.
Yeah. Anything else in your turn?
What? Okay, I'm gonna move back slightly. Does the door open like that? Like that?
It opens towards the turret.
Okay, does it open up from that side or from this side?
It opens like that.
That, like that.
Yeah.
Okay, what's this thing right there?
That is wall. Ignore it. That's the empty, dark space of interior walls.
Oh, so like she can't do super special awesome ninja roll here and be hidden from the turret.
No. But there's no eraser in Roll20, so I can't erase lines that I create. It's painful.
Oh, she's gonna close the door. And then sneaky on up to here. And that'll probably be her turn because she's done several things at this point.
Yes, indeed. Mashed, what are you doing?
Well, since I hear the ghouls pounding on the door, I'm going to pop on down. Dude, I'm gonna. I mean, the rubble can't be that big.
It's just a destroyed turret.
And I will reserve an action to shoot them if they finally figure out how to open the door.
You might want to move to the other side of the door, that way you don't possibly get hit by a Triceratops shot, because I am counting collision.
Okay.
Barry, you're all by your lonesome. Frostbite went off with the addition of Celestia Play Pony.
Oh my.
I'm going to try and take care of this one turret here. Going to quickly pop out, fire off 2 shots, and then pop back out of their firing range.
Alright.
How are they looking at after the first shot?
Let me look at health and things.
No, because if I don't need to fire the second shot, I'm not going to.
29. They are successfully dead
After the first shot?
after the second shot.
Ah. Okay. After that, I'll cautiously start moving up, and about what point will I be able to start to see the last Ponytron from this hallway?
Right around here. You'll be able to see around the corner. Yeah, right there.
So would right here be a good enough spot for me to wait, or would that trigger them?
That, as long as you don't go past it or go into the room it is beside, it will not detect you immediately.
So as long as I stay right here, I'll be able to they won't detect me immediately, and once they do, I can lead them on a little chase back to the party.
The Protectron is technically charging, so it's sort of in a sleep state that like a normal person would be in. So your first attack on it, I will count as a sneak attack.
I'll wait until my next turn so I can have a little bit extra ammo so I can take 3 shots before making a strategic retreat.
All right. In that case,
Also called running away.
yeah. Potato Pone. Normal.
Well,
You're still on hold, waiting for him.
you know what? I'm gonna step back and still be ready.
All right. Frostbite, we know what they're doing. Cool, bro. I'm just gonna move this turret. Know that it's there, but I'm moving it.
Easier to
So, yeah. Take your shots on the ghoul.
There is 42 damage.
And Mashed, you had a reserved one?
Yes. Jam.
42 and 18 and 18 plus 13. The ghoul is dead.
2 remaining. Trying to do my best to keep a count of how many enemies are remaining on the map.
And the next ghoul comes out. I'm gonna move the dead one. And the closest thing to it is his ghoul brethren. So he's gonna smack him repeatedly with his teeth. Bite. And one last bite to maximize damage. Because that's what ghouls are all about, definitely. And not just throwing everything that they have at the enemy. And that is all going towards mashed.
Hit.
You there, mashed? Yeah, you're
I'm
there.
here.
Welcome to combat. Misty, you're off being sneaky.
Explorating. Adventure.
Yeah.
So, like, what can she see beyond the darkness?
Beyond the darkness, the valley can see density. Walls and stuff.
So that's rubble and that's rubble?
Yeah. But there is a way through there still.
Whee!
What is Misty doing?
Clearing the rubble, clearly. Whoosh!
Well, for one, you just yeet the rubble down through there, you smash this door open, and now this turret knows you're there.
Yeah, but the rubble also smacks into the turret.
The turret's on the ceiling.
And?
Alright, fine.
This is like she's got magic. Not saying I'll do a lot of damage.
Yeah, it doesn't do much damage, but it did something.
Made it angry.
Okay, so that rubble is gone. Hopefully. Maybe. Might take more than one round.
I'll say that you got enough rubble out that you can walk through there.
Okay.
Being small little filly that you are.
Just go straight, make a turn. Ooh.
There's this way, then there's this rebel here.
Sneaky ninja roll. Let's see if she can actually be sneaky about it. Yeah, she's pretty decent.
I'm getting kind of tired.
Well, then go to bed. Alright. So, you are decently-esque sneaky. Well, you actually are pretty sneaky. You do a ninja barrel roll ninjutsu Naruto landing over the rubble. And see this door labeled with those weird squiggles that you don't know what they mean. But
She can figure out a few squiggles, it just takes a little bit.
alright. What did Shane teach you letters-wise?
Well, I mean, this was forever ago, but I believe that he taught her how to read and write I am a little filly mist. Or or something like that.
Yes. I am. Yes. Here know a few words. Well, letters. There's an A in this. There's an M. And there's an E. And then the rest of it, you don't know what it is. But it's a short word. Well, it's actually a pretty long word, actually.
Okie dokie.
Missy's going to need to get one of the adults that knows how to read.
All right.
No, she's a big girl. She'll figure it out.
All right. On to next person. Spoiled ghoul potato. What you doing, Mashed?
30 AP to unjam a gun, yes.
I believe so.
Thing. I still have those 2 extra bullets in there since it jammed on.
Can you make your mic louder or something? Because, like, I can barely hear you at all.
Well, I could try screaming.
Yeah. Carl, you're definitely kind of like me, being a bit soft-spoken at times.
Okay, screw it. Smack gun to make it work, and empty the magazine into Ghoul in front of him.
Alright. Roll for your gun. Big loads are fun. Everything's hit. Nice.
Take one more. With reloading.
Let me add all these together because I'm not even sure if that ghoul survived that.
I'd like to say probably not.
There's one thing I really like about ghouls. Specifically the starved ferals. They hit a lot, and the math is really easy because they don't have any freaking DT. He is dead. He big dead.
So if I'm not mistaken, that leaves 1 more biological and 7 more machines.
There is 1 more living creature, yes. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 robots / turrets.
Good, I didn't lose count.
And then the 1 green dot. That is moving around a bit.
Green or yellow? Because green usually means friendly,
Yellow.
or which usually means party members.
Yeah, it's yellow, sorry. It's yeller.
Is the yellow dot biologic or mechanical?
Biological. And it is slightly to your left, up from where your token is.
Can you ping it? I'm looking in the general vicinity.
General vicinity. I'm not sure if you can see in like shaded areas, but in terms of visual areas, here in that general vicinity, going this way.
Okay.
updates.
So if there's only one biological signature showing up, I'm assuming that means that one biological signature is that one yellow dot, and all the rest of the red dots are all mechanical.
Nope, there is also one still evil biological.
Oh, so there are two biological signatures. One neutral and one hostile.
The hostile one is over in the general vicinity over here.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you for clearing that up.
And it is your turn, so.
Okay. So, going to take take 3 shots at the Ponytron.
Sneak attack is 1.5 damage. Time is 1.5 damage. And I'm counting all these as sneaks.
Mm-hmm.
That's a crit fail, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's a jam. So I guess that means that I'll be postponing the actual sneak attacks since glitch means I need to spend a lot of AP to unglitch it, and I want to have AP left to run after I make contact.
Alright. So, on to the next turn. Sailing turrets, it's not doing much. Chattertox. The ghoul is dead. You is no longer in danger.
The ghoul bed is removed. It's time to play another game of solitaire
And the
on the
peasants
unmuted terminal.
rejoiced.
Alright. Chattertox, you walk in this room, which actually has light in it. Because most of this place is dimly lit and dark, as you know, aside from like light from players.
Yep, my
This one has, yes, the terminal is like providing its own light source and everything. On the screen are various links to things. There's browsers, there's a game of the pony equivalent of World of Warcraft. And there is a document that's currently open and like minimized, but it's open, and it's got documents about a scorpion albino that has been heavily modified with cybernetics. Named, if I remember correctly, let me look at this. The name of the scorpion is in a muted channel on Discord. Let me find it. I am not finding it. I'll give you the name of the scorpion later. But it's a named albino albino scorpion with heavily modified cybernetics, and there is a video in the terminal of the security feed.
I am guessing it is terrifying. I watch it all.
The security feed depicts brutal fashion several cybernetically enhanced creatures ripping through guards and scientists that are locking themselves in rooms and whatnot. And it spans many videos and many hours and everything. But from snippets you caught, at one point someone led them into that one room you were trying to get into that had the inaccessible door and sealed the door from the inside. And sent the rest of the facility into a sort of lockdown state.
I believe memes show my responses much better.
So I take it that we might have to come back later to get behind that big door, judging by.
Oh, I'm guessing this next icon I click opens those doors.
The icon.
Yes, the icon.
That you did not mention at all.
Yeah, the icon does not exist. It doesn't exist, but now it does. And
cool,
Uganda Knuckles is just like deep breath from heaven, like, oh no. The icon is clicked, and you get hit with an ad for buying new fancy shoes.
I don't have shoes. I must buy them.
After accepting the purchase, it tells you, go to da-da-da place in da-da-da Canterlot Square, yada yada yada, and receive your new shoes.
Okay, I'm adding this to my quest log.
Hey, wait. That means that there's a saved credit card on file. Quick, order some more stuff.
I am going to say, do you even know what that stuff is in character? But I realize.
Of course I don't. That's why I'm not there.
If this was in character, there would be another face hoof right now.
But yeah, the more times you click it, the more pop-ups you get for random useless junk ads that are selling things.
Free is free.
But a 3-year monthly subscription to the Vault Tech Morals and Happiness program, which means absolutely nothing, but you gotta smile wherever you go.
Nah, I've seen stables.
It's gonna take me a bit.
Yeah, so
It's gonna take me a bit of effort to close out all that garbage, so I can download download all the relevant files when I get to that terminal, isn't it?
you know that clip of from that one movie where the guy gets all the powers of God, and God is Morgan Freeman. I think you all might know the movie I'm talking about. There's a thing where he rapidly types on the keyboard. That's basically what I'm imagining.
Yes.
So, while Terratot's doing that, Frostbite will come back having enjoyed themselves. And I'm pretty sure you all know what they were doing with Play Pony Magazine, but I'm not going to say it because I have decency.
Yeah, and I don't want...
What kind of GM are you?
Remember, I am streaming this. I do not want to get banned off of Twitch. So keep
it's Fallout. You're streaming the wrong thing there. if you're worried about that.
Keep it PG-13 or shove it in the box of family friendliness.
That means we're only allowed one fuck per game.
Well, there we go.
No, that doesn't count because you're explaining the rules.
Jim, please make sure you take liberal use of the box of family friendliness.
Oh, that sounds boring.
Seriously,
You know what?
Are you trying to get me into
Nah.
trouble?
Listen,
They're just
you yourself
joking.
already said worse than we've said in the past 2 minutes, but
Up the coin. Alright. But I will use family-friendly content box when it needs used. Don't worry.
Yeah.
But it is now, I believe, Misty's turn?
Sure.
Because turret is on other side of the map.
Now, quick/dumb question, and I mean, feel free to not answer. For the sake of sanity, is there anything behind the rubble here?
It's all just rubble.
Okay. And is there anything further past that way, or is that dead?
There's a door. I need a revealer, just like this is door. The door very much so protests.
Oh, what kind of protest? Is it wanting fair wages?
This is the door that had the big word on it, and it is very hard lock.
Well, like, is it like a padlock or what?
Think. Yeah, I'd say a big padlock would suffice. But this is one of those heavy duty padlocks that is fun all around.
Well, give me a second. Okay, is that good enough to know if repeatedly bashing it with her cannonball would potentially yield positive results?
Maybe if you yeet it from far enough away with enough power.
Not yeeting it super hard when you're like right there?
I mean, like telekinetic yeet with power, but yes, if you bang it enough times, you might be able to get it.
Misty isn't.
Oh, okay. Let's try to figure out. Let's try to figure out the letter things.
I was about to say.
Oh.
It sounds like Misty was going to try and engage in Mortal Kombat with a padlock.
I mean, she's gonna have to now, cause
All right.
no one's taken over reading duties. So, like, she's gotten fed up with letters again.
Based on brain thinking, jigger, and whatnot, ponies keep saying and occasionally writing this whenever like trading. I'm something with arm at the beginning of it.
Okay, what am I rolling for yeetage, I guess, or bashing, or whatever you want to call it?
Melee or thrown, depending on whichever one.
Yeah, they both suck. uh,
Yeah.
I should not have done this.
Might be a good idea to actually go and get some help instead of trying to do it yourself.
But they're all somewhere she doesn't know anymore. So, like...
So she can just go find him. Heck, if she just goes to...
That takes too much work! She's fully on a mission.
Yeah,
Children.
a mission that'll get done much faster with just that little extra effort to find some pony to help.
Children. Wonderful, wonderful children. And I'm referring to all of you. It's like herding cats.
Yeah.
And I don't have a laser pointer. Alright, so on to the mashed one. While Misty violently tries to open a door.
Basically.
Is going to peek into the room, make sure there is nothing else in here that is of concern. Other than
There's the
potatoes.
terminal, and that's about it. Well, a
Okay.
terminal and a million pop-ups from Tattertot.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with that.
Yeah, you're gonna leave that to the doctor/hacker pony to try and unfuck that mess.
Yeah, my hacking is worse than my lockpicking.
Alright. Anything else you're doing?
This door was it left open?
Where did you go?
I went around the corners up towards the room,
Yes.
room with the turret.
Both of these doors are open. And there is a turret there, obviously. And it can see and shoot you.
What if I shoot it first?
But it is your turn, so it is not doing that yet. I never rolled for its turn because I never had to. I'm smart. I don't think it's gonna survive that though.
53 damage total.
Yeah, it's dead.
6 left.
Alright.
I think that's probably enough.
Okay.
Yeah, that's enough for me right now.
Back to Dr. Zebra Cyberpunk.
MD.
Yeah.
All right, let's try the sneak attack again.
This Ponytron is resilient because of luck. Alright. Also is 12-16. So
So
you all will be wrapping it soon. I mean, I can go for a while longer, but I know some of you all like to wrap up around 12.
Yeah, I do have to go to work in the morning.
Either or.
So, quick damage calculations. Finish the current turn and then wrap it.
Yeah. Alright, let me count damage for that first hit because 1.5 times that for sneak damage. Alright, and then math. Let's see.
Well, me eat that. And I start watching the movie. Thanks, my God.
Alright. Damage has been dealt to the robot. And you all want to finish the combat and get up to the round and get back to the top with Misty?
Sure. So if
Alright.
nothing else, Misty can take her turn, and that way it's not like, because I'm probably not gonna get, probably gonna be same thing
Yeah.
every single. So like I may as well take my turn.
That's a good idea. Tatter, it is your move.
Alright. Probably heard the firing. Probably couldn't figure out where it was. So we'll probably end turn here with a ready to attack action.
Alright. Slash roll. First. That's the wrong thing, Cody. Ignore that. There we go. That's good. Alright. And it is Misty's turn while I do calculation of damage.
Misty. Ideally, would like to get inside of this door, because who knows how long she could be messing around inside while the rest of the party does whatever next week.
That makes sense.
Let's try it again. And again, maybe? No, that is slightly worse.
Got any more tries in you?
I mean, above board, I've got all the tries I can try. I just don't know how many tries you're willing to let me attempt.
Well,
So
the
she's
game...
just smashing her cannonball into it over and over again.
Well, outside of game, I would say that she would eventually get into it while the rest of the party is doing stuff. So...
Okay.
she would get into it however long it takes. She would get into it. Maybe she'd get tired and take a small break, but she'd eventually get in.
So the question is,
So
would the party be able to catch up to her before she gets into it?
Well, I guess I'll keep rolling to find out. Why is all of these in the 40s? I had to be getting some sort of bonus for that. Okay, no, doing better. I'm not getting like any size bonuses or anything, am I? Ah, there we go. There's the crit.
You smash the cannonball full force into the padlock, dealing massive damage, and the door slowly creaks open. Let me just grab the reveal areas thing. No, step back in there. You weren't in the way. And I want to know exactly where you are. I want to know exactly where you are inside this room, because there's a turret. And I'm going to end the session there, with Misty breaking into what is the armory of this facility and it being met with a mini turret. So, how did everyone like the session?
Quick. I'm assuming that the Ponytron is still up and running after that first round of attacks.
Indeed, it is.
Okay, just making sure I know so I can make my little notes here so I can have them ready for when I come back.
Ponytrons are rather durable.
Indeed. But how did you like today's session? It was a whole lot more computer difficulty free.
Indeed. That made it a significant improvement.
I was hoping to come across something that would explain, like, why Misty is going to be missing the first couple hours again next week, but I guess something will be figured out.
You didn't make it to the room that has the secret keys and how that makes sense in it yet, so...
Misty's another week.
Misty's close to the room, but...
Yeah, I was wondering if I didn't go the wrong way, but oh well.
No,
maybe
you
it'll
went
be
the right
good
way.
timing for next week, who knows?
Yeah, maybe.
Because if we're doing one roll a turn, it did take her 7 turns. We'll see.
We will see. But I hope everyone had a wonderful night. I hope the people that decided to watch the streams enjoy this, and yay, no more technical difficulties. Yeah.
Yep.
No such thing.
All right then. To everyone who joined, thank you for being part of the stream. I hope you had a good time, and until next time, take care. Bye.
Not all.